morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Parchariyanon from RISE, Corporate Innovation Powerhouse. Today, I'm very excited to share with you corporate innovation landscape after the crisis. And without further ado, let's jump in. Let's get started. So today, I'm sharing about post-crisis corporate innovation landscape in Asia. It's been like almost 4 years that RISE has been working on like corporate innovation, helping large company and government to innovate faster across Southeast Asia and some of the Asian country. So today we have some tips that we learned before a crisis and also after crisis. And we would like to share that with you. Just a little bit myself. So I'm a serial entrepreneur. I started my first company when I was 19, and then right now running the corporate innovation powerhouse, RISE, based in Bangkok. But we have office in Singapore, Malaysia, and also San Francisco. What we do, before we jumping into our experience, so we help the big company to innovate faster by 4 ways. So first way, we running corporate accelerator. We're running accelerator on behalf of the corporate, and then we run over like almost 4 years, and we're working with over 2,000 startups from 40 countries. And these startups are late-stage startups, like Series A and above. The startup valuation combined is over $1 billion US. We also running what we call like university. So our university not teaching startup, but teaching the people inside the big company. So far we trained 6,000 CEO, executive, the board, and let them become entrepreneur, like an entrepreneur inside the big corporate. We help these big company and the government spin off 6 companies so far, and these 6 companies be able to generate a couple millions of US in the past year or 2. We also have our venture fund, based in the US, investing in deep tech company, and try to bring these deep tech company, bring them to Southeast Asia, and working with our corporate partner, which right now we have over 400 corporate partners that we're working with. And last but not least, we also running the Corporate Innovation Summit, which is the largest experiential conference where people come and hands-on, try out new things to be able to get the new mindset, skill set, and also the tool set to help the company innovate faster. We welcome over like 4,000 CEO executive from 40 countries last year, and we expect to getting the same number this year, both online, offline. Just a little bit of the impact that we made. So our organization, our mission is to drive 1% of GDP for Thailand and for the whole Southeast Asia through corporate innovation by bringing startup to working with the big company and then helping the big company to generate more revenue or reduce the costs. And definitely both startup and corporate be able to win-win together. These are some of the corporate that we're working with. But without further ado, I like to share because last year we also run a couple of the research with a big company, and here is what we find out. So first thing that we find out is that everyone would see that the lifespan of Asian corporates is shrinking. Back then, like 60 years ago, we see the company having like 60 years old, many of them. But right now, the average age is decreasing, because they're being disrupted by the new technologies, by the new competitors, and on the other side, we see that the startup is also popping up like mushroom. So, and the reason why startup is popping up a lot, because in the past, like year 2000, it was like you need to have like 5 million US, to start a company. Why? Yeah, because you need to spend on the server, you need to spend on the people and everything. But now, as a co-working space and also like cloud computing, yeah, coming, so the cost to run a startup is lower. And at the same time, yeah, if you look at the number of the VC investment, so a lot of VC investment is pouring the money into Asian startup. And as you see in 2018, is a record high. Yeah, and we foresee that these things are not gonna it's gonna change, yeah, because of the crisis, yeah, but still, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of investment, yeah, into startup world. If you look at the number, like in the past few years, definitely like the unicorn in the world, yeah, it's like 300 something. 1/3 of them are in Southeast, like in Asia. Yeah, 1/3. Definitely many of them in China. Some of them, like 10, 15 of them are in Southeast Asia. And that's a very like interesting that we learn, because what we want to see is that because we have a lot of like startup that popping up in this region, we want to see, understand and asking like how the startup be able to collaborate with the big company. Because one way that the big company be able to innovate like faster, not only the building something inside their company, they also be able to partner up with the startup. Yeah, and that's what we are like focusing on. When you're thinking about the partner up with the startup, yeah, we asking the question like, and why how the corporate be able to partner with the startup? Yes, and there are so many like startup that popping up in the region, right? On the flip side, if you're looking at the corporate, there are many corporate they start to get their hand dirty. They want to work with a startup. They want to develop the startup inside the company, or they want to invest in a startup. So all of this we call corporate innovation, yeah, or open innovation. And last year we started the survey, yeah, with over 100 companies that start doing something in the corporate innovation. And this is the finding. So the first finding is that 80% of the corporate think they'll be impacted by technology disruption. And 17% say they're not aware of this disruption. More interesting, for those who are aware, like these 83% from those who are aware, only 31% have the very clear plan what they want to do. We ask those who have the clear plan, yeah, when they want to do something in the corporate innovation world, what exactly are there? What they're expecting from the corporate innovation that they want to do. And here's a result. So many corporates said when they want to do corporate innovation, when they want to, they think about three things, top three, right? If you look at top three, number one is piloting, meaning that they want to work with a startup and do some pilot to test it out, because the idea is that they want to do something even faster. They don't want to do it themselves. So they partner up with a startup and then they launching a new product or services, or they bring that startup to help reduce the cost. But first thing first, they want to pilot. Second topmost, is that they want, after they partner up with a startup, they want to have new revenue stream or even a new business. That's the second most reason why corporate would like to work with a startup in corporate innovation. And the third, is that they want a culture shift. They want to change your mindset. They want to get the people ready. They want to reskill, upskill, and at the end, they want the culture to change. So these are the top three main reasons why the corporate would like to work in the corporate innovation. Moreover, there's two kinds of company that we've been working with and we see. So there are two kind of like mindset, because most of the time we see the corporate thinking about corporate innovation or open innovation as an innovation theater, which means some company might say, okay, we do corporate innovation and we do some PR. Yeah, but in our sense, yeah, when we look at the result, it's very clear. These two mindsets separate the company, the success in corporate innovation, and the one that not success. We call conservative mindset and corporate innovator mindset. So those conservative mindset will try to think to maximize the profit from the current business. But corporate innovator mindset say, okay, we want to disrupt ourselves. If we be able to do something to disrupt ourselves, that is our focus. So these are some of the like mindset. They're gonna separate the winner from the loser. But after we know the mindset like this, yeah, we look at the key challenge. What are the key challenge for innovation culture to thrive in the organization? So first is open innovation culture. The culture that support corporate innovation to grow. Yeah, that's number one, challenges from all the corporate. The second is the lack of technical talent, basically lack of talent. And this is everywhere, right? We see that these are top two reasons why corporate innovation is not successful. I'd like to touch a little bit, yeah, about the innovation model that we've been using. So like quickly, yeah, because I think there's so many ways for the big company to start on corporate innovation. For example, you could run incubator, you could partner up to run accelerator, or you run your own corporate venture capital, which many companies are doing. So that's what we call outside in. Another way, we call that inside out, which means rather than like bringing technology from outside, you do it from inside. You do it with your own employees. You do it with your own team. So that's what we call entrepreneur program or venture builder, building some new business inside the big corporate. We have the traditional way, which we're talking about research and development, or using startup or tech company as a vendor. We also would like to discuss a little bit about operating model, whether it's centralized innovation unit, business unit, direct engagement, or even spin-off company. So these are the model that the corporate be able to apply in terms of like corporate innovation landscape. I just want to touch quickly and also highlight things that are happening in Asia based on our experience. So each of the model have their strength and their weaknesses and also unique position and success factor. Incubator is one of them, is early stage entrepreneur cultivation versus accelerator, which is a little bit more mature startup working with the corporate, and like many of the big company is doing that. We also have corporate venture capital, which is the investment arm from many big company are also like doing that. We have entrepreneur program, try to build the startup within the big company from your own like employees. Yeah, so many company also like start embarking on that journey. Another way that we talking about is the venture building. So how to not only using your own like employees, but also recruiting some of the experienced entrepreneur outside to working on the new project or new startup together, backed by the big company. Yeah, so that's a model. Yeah, I won't touch this too much. Yeah, because we also have the white paper that I'm going to give the link for you to download and then dive on it. Interesting things that I like to touch a little bit upon, because this is also important in terms of like the post like COVID and the post crisis. Why? Yeah, because there not only we're talking about lack of talent. Yeah, not only lack of talent. I think it's also about lack of the skill set. So we also did some research, and then we asking what kind of skill set that the company need. And here's a result. So if you're looking at the top innovation skill in the corporate, we separate into two parts, right? So on the left is company management, CEO, executive. And also on the right-hand side is the skill for employees. To top it up, here's a summary. So in terms of like the management, top management, these are top innovation skill set. Customer center, opportunity driven, challenging status quo, business acumen, and also experimenting, prototyping. Yeah, so these are kind of like the top innovation skill set. On the employee side, many of them is the same: customer center, with plus curiosity, challenging status quo, experiment, but plus the domain knowledge. And we also asking another question, which is, and what kind of skill set do you think your company investing or underinvest or overinvest? And you look at the chart, you see that three most underinvest skill. Yeah, first is challenging the status quo. How to challenge the status quo inside the company? We need to change that, because most important thing that we learn is that innovation in big organization never move if the C-suite didn't get buy-in. Second is experimenting, prototyping, right? So yeah, how? Because most of the big company, they're afraid of failure. Yeah, they prefer safety over risk. But in fact, if you want to innovate, you need to prefer risk over safety. Prototype it very fast and learn from it, and then be able to iterate and move very fast. And third skill is curiosity, observant. So for this, we're thinking about empathy, design thinking, like how we're gonna understand the customer, listen to the customer. To wrap it up, this is our take-home message. Yeah, if you listen and you didn't get anything, three things that you need to take home. First, we see that post-COVID, startup funding will be more and more challenging. Yet, great startup who can find a way to work with the big corporate will thrive. Those startups who will be able to generate a cash flow and make profit will raise a lot of money, be able to raise a lot of money. So that's just the things that we see in the region. Second, even though you see like many corporate innovation model, no model fit all organization. It's depending on the mindset of the team, also the team experience, capabilities, and last thing is the buy-in from top management. These are the three most important success factors if any company would like to run corporate innovation. And lastly, if you want to do the corporate innovation, you need to invest in the people, because at the end, people is the key for success. Last but not least, I know we have limited time, so if you want to dig deeper into the full report that we did, just scan here, and then it will give you the detailed 90 pages report for you to read on. Enjoy the reading, have fun, and good luck.